PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. It's all about community. Spirituality is important. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. It's all about community. Spirituality is important. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. PocaSPEAKS.
All right, hello, my sunshines. On a cloudy day, I hope that everyone is having a beautiful day so far. It's a little cloudy where I'm at, but hopefully that passes. We're about to get into these messages. We're going to be tapping in regards to financial matters today. I haven't did a money reading in a long time. It just wasn't the time to do so. But today I was led to tap in regards to finances. So that's what we're going to do. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so everything won't apply for everybody. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you do want to book any personal readings, all of my information is going across the bottom of the screen. Feel free to book accordingly. Just FYI, I am now offering personalized horoscopes. You can get it for the following week. You can get it for the following 2 weeks, or you can get it for a month. Okay, so basically I'll pull your chart, break it down, give you a full breakdown of either the next week to come, the next 2 weeks to come, or the next month, and how you should be navigating it to get the most out of your experiences based on your personal birth chart. Okay, so it's a personal horoscope, which means it will be accurate for you, not like the other horoscopes that I post that are just kind of like in general. Okay, so that service is now available on my website. Feel free to go check that out. All right, so let's tap in with one of these money cards. Let's get the overall energy. The song that was playing right before I came on here, the lyrics was talking about lasting forever. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys are not necessarily worried about money, but more so worried about financial stability. Okay, something that is going to last. I see also that a lot of you guys may be worried about or focusing on generational abundance, generational wealth. Okay, which is a good energy to be in. All right, so the money card that came out today is, it's not a matter of whether or not you can afford it, swing it, or handle it. It's a question of whether or not I can. Okay, so basically what Spirit is saying is, it's not about if you can afford it. It's not about if you can handle it. It's not about if you can swing it. Okay, I guess they're trying to say like finesse it. But it's a question of if you can. Okay, meaning you have the ability to create your reality. If you want something, you can have it. If you believe that you can, then you can. It's just that simple. As I tell y'all all the time, a lot of times, you know, the main thing that stops us from reaching the abundance that we want in our lives is us. It's our mentality. It's the way that we think about ourselves. It's the value and the worth that we have put in place on ourselves. If I don't see myself as being valuable, if I don't see myself as having the ability to make these things happen, then they won't happen. Okay? So a lot of you guys may be in a position where you have been battling your subconscious, or you've been, clearing yourself of negativity when it comes to finances. I also see that a lot of you guys are in this place where you're more focused on attracting rather than chasing. Okay? You're realizing that trying to chase the dollar, trying to chase income, trying to chase financial stability is just not the way. Okay? It's all about making sure that you are just believing and knowing and trusting in yourself that you have the ability to maintain or to even get the things that you're asking for. Okay? One second. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 minute. What do you call that? I'm trying to think. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to order my food real fast. I should have did this before I came on here. Okay. My bad. Lil Bree had to put her order in. Okay, anyway. I'm hungry. Yeah. So it's a matter of knowing that you deserve it. Okay. A lot of this has to do with your worth, the way that you see yourself, the way that you identify with value. Okay. Do you think that you're valuable enough to have the things that you're asking for? Do you think that you're capable of having the things that you're asking for? Do you think that you can take care of the things that you're asking for? Do you know that you are worthy of having the things that you want? If you don't, then of course you're not going to attract these things to you. It's just not going to happen. Okay. I feel like Spirit is also putting a lot of you guys, because of this Saturn retrograde and this Neptune retrograde kind of working together. I feel like a lot of you guys are gaining direction when it comes to business specifically. A lot of you are thinking about going into business for yourself. A lot of you could have been annoyed or irritated with the 9 to 5 energy, feeling like you're not getting paid your worth, feeling like certain things are just not going your way. Some of you guys have also been battling when it comes to getting your ideas out or something like that. Like at work, people are not listening to your ideas or not respecting what you say or not valuing you the way that you should be. Okay, just feeling like you have been overlooked. Thank you, Spirit. That's the word I was trying to get. Feeling like you're overlooked, or feeling like people are not seeing you for what you bring to the table. Some of you guys could be even dealing with like systematic racism at work. Okay, for some of y'all. And it's forcing you to be in this energy where you want to figure out how you can make money off of your own merit, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so understanding that you have a gift, and because you have a gift, that means that you can take care of yourself with that gift, but trying to figure out how to approach it seems to be the disconnect. So it's like, I know that I'm good at this, I know that I can make money off of this, I know that I can sustain myself off of this, but I don't know where to start or how to start. Okay, for some of you guys, it may be a situation where you need to maybe take some classes or courses or something along those lines, and you may not have the financial backing to take these classes or to pay for it or whatever the case is, okay? Anytime you're in a situation, yeah, look at that source at the bottom of the deck. Anytime you're in a situation where you feel intuitively guided towards something and you feel like you don't have the finances to take care of whatever that is or to tap into whatever that is a time where you need to basically tell your spirit team, like, look, okay, this is my gift. I know that this is my gift. I need you to go figure out for me, okay, a way for me to make this happen. Hello? Sometimes you gotta put your spirit team to work. Okay, now this is why I say it's very important to make sure that you're actively tapping in with your spirit team, so that you're not just coming to them when you need something, but you have built a relationship where when you do need things, you can just ask for it, or you can just let them know, like, hey, this is what I need, connect me to it. Okay, but when you don't have that relationship, it's hard to get things done, and it's hard to get your spirit team to do things because you're not putting shit in. Period. I mean, what the hell? They're not going to go out of their way to make all of this shit happen for you, and you only talk to them every 12 business days. That's crazy, right? But if you have a active relationship, meaning you are actively communicating with your spirit team, you're actively tapping in, you're actively giving gratitude, you're actively, doing things for them, whether that's offerings or whether that's talking to them or whether that's just speaking of things that you're grateful for, whatever the case is. When you have an active relationship, it's easier and it's quicker, right? When you ask your spirit team for certain things, or when you ask them to show you certain things, or to give you certain things, or to, direct you or guide you through certain things, or whatever the case is. Okay? So you can't just come out the gate like, yeah, I don't got no money, you know what I'm saying? Figure it out for me. And you ain't talk to them, and you don't say nothing, and you don't show no gratitude, and you're not tapping in. It's like, what? I don't owe you nothing. Just imagine if somebody only called you when they needed something. How would you feel? Right? So don't be pimping out your spirit team. Okay? Make sure that you have an active relationship with them, so that when things do happen, and when you do need the assistance, and when you do need that extra sauce, right? And you want them to work extra in the background for you, it's not an issue. It's not going to take a long time, or it's not this back and forth. Okay? They'll be more willing to just jump in and do it because they already know that they have a relationship with you. Okay? I also feel like a lot of you guys may have a lot of ideas. Okay? Like your mind could be all over the place as far as creative ideas, getting a lot of downloads in regards to things that you can do and things that, could bring you some type of income. But you may not know which one to start with, or which one to go with, or it's so much that's coming in that you're kind of like, well, I don't know which one is for me to do. I don't know what to do. I tell my clients all the time, write the shit down. All of the ideas that you have, write them down. Okay? It doesn't make sense to be walking around with all of this shit in your head, and you're just jumbling it around in your fucking brain. It's not going to do anything but confuse you, irritate you, and cause you to be stagnant, right? Cause you to not move at all, because you don't know where to move, how to move, what to do, how to do it, whatever the case is. Okay? So write it down. After you write down everything, then you need to go through them each one by one and figure out, okay, what is a good one for me to start with? Okay? If I write down 14 things, I need to go through each of those 14 things. I need to figure out what the steps are for those things, everything that I need to do to get these things off the ground, and then I need to pick, okay, which one makes the most sense for me to start with right now. Which one, resonates with me the most, and start with that. Sometimes you get a lot of ideas in advance, and spirit just wants you to have these things in a tuck, so that when it's time, you can just go right to it and get it done. It doesn't mean all of these things have to be started right now in this moment. That is not what that means. Okay? So you guys need to get used to writing shit down. I say that all the time. If you don't have journals around you, I don't really believe that you doing what you're supposed to do. If you ain't got no journals around, 15 kinds of journals running around here and pens and pencils and shit all around, I don't really think that you serious. I could put money on the fact that you're not really serious. Okay? Because a wish without a plan is just a dream. Period. Okay, you can dream all goddamn day, but it doesn't mean that these things are going to take off and get off the ground. So you have to have some type of system where you are writing down your ideas, figuring out which ones resonate with you the most in this current moment, okay, and then going for whatever it is that you need to do. Whatever your next steps are will be more clear once you get some direction and some organization in this bitch. Okay? You need to get organized. All right? Mercury goes into retrograde in Virgo on the 5th. We are currently in a shadow period, a pre-shadow period. All right? Virgo is one of the most organized signs of the entire zodiac. So this is a perfect time for you to go to the drawing board. If you didn't watch the astrology breakdown for this week, go back and watch that because I explained all of that. Okay, I keep telling y'all, astrology is the key to figuring out what you need to do and how you need to do it and when is the best time to do things. During Mercury retrograde, this is not a time to start your business. This is not a time to sign all of these contracts and put yourself into all of these different things. This is a time to plan, to prep, and get organization. Okay, that's what the energy is for. The energy is to help you sit and get some clear communication between you and spirit, some clear direction and what you need to be doing, mapping out the steps. Okay, let's say your goal is to start your hair, be a hairstylist. Okay, cool. The first thing you need to do is figure out uh what services you want to provide. Are you going to be doing locks? Are you going to be doing natural hair? Are you going to be doing weaves? Are you going to be doing wigs? What are you going to be doing? Okay, if you're going to be doing all of those, you need to write all of that. You need to figure out your pricing, what makes sense. Okay, not trying to price gouge and take people money. What makes sense for each one of these things? What comes with all of these services? Okay, then you need to figure out location. Am I going to do it from my house? Am I going to rent a suite? If I'm going to rent a suite, then I need to figure out money. I need to start looking at places. I need to start going out and scouting where I want my business to be. And then I need to figure out how much that's going to cost and compare that to the prices that I'm charging. Am I charging enough to cover my costs? All of that has to be figured out, right? And that's just an example. If you want to open up a mechanic shop, or if you're going to work on cars, if you want to open up a lawn care service, or whatever you're going to do, you need to start mapping that shit out. You don't just jump in and start charging people. You don't just jump in and start posting shit and telling people, hey, I'm doing this, this, and that, and you're completely unorganized. This is why most businesses fail within the first year, because you're unorganized. You have no idea what you're doing. You just jumping into shit. Okay? You need a business plan. You need to sit down and figure out every single detail of that business before you jump out there and just go for it. And this Mercury retrograde being in Virgo is the perfect time for you to organize all of that. Especially if you have Mercury placements, which is Gemini or Virgo. This is really going to be really beneficial for you specifically. Right? It'll affect everybody else, and everybody else can use this energy, but it will affect you the most, and you'll benefit from it the most. Okay, so this is the time to really get some direction when it comes to what you want to do. Don't just be out here trying to just jump in and do shit and charge people and say that you're doing this and doing that. This is not the time to start anything or to sign any contracts. This is the time to plant the seeds and do the groundwork, building the foundation for what it is that you're about to do or introduce to the collective. Make sense? All right, let's see what else is here. I just heard mind, body, and soul. So one thing that y'all need to understand is finances are strongly connected to the root chakra. Okay? Finances are strongly connected to your root chakra because your root chakra is your foundation. Okay? So if your root chakra is unbalanced, all over the place, you don't got no type of, no sense of security, no mental security, no spiritual security, then your money is going to be all over the place. If you're not waking up every day, having moments of mindfulness and breathing and taking time for yourself and self-care and all of these things, then your money is going to be funny. If you're not taking care of your home, if your kitchen specifically is nasty, specifically your stove is your money port. That is your money portal for your home, right? Because whatever money you make, you buy grocery and you cook at your stove, right? It is a representation of the income coming into the home. So if your stove and your kitchen and all of that area is nasty, I can bet you that your finances are nasty. I can guarantee that. Okay? If your home life is raggedy and all over the place, I can guarantee that your money is raggedy and all over the place. So making sure that your root, your foundation is good is so important. Another thing is shadow work. Y'all don't understand how much shadow work plays a part in your finances. Because a lot of you guys are trying to make money in places that are not even for you to be in because you don't have the right idea of who you are. If I don't know who I am, I can't do anything in good faith. There's nothing that I can do that is going to put me on the right path. If I don't know who I am, that means I'm going to work any job. I'm going to try any business. I'm going to go out here and try this. I'm going to try that. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to be all over the place, wasting time in spaces that are not for me because I don't know who I am, which means I don't know what my gifts are. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know why I am here or how I'm supposed to be helping the collective. Okay, so all of that shit is important. Don't just be, in this space where you money hungry and money is the motive. When money is the motive, you will fail 99% of the time. Trust me. Okay? But when you get into a place where you are just operating in your gift and your motive is just to be in position, to be in alignment, then everything will work for you. Yeah. Like I was saying, there are so many illusions. Thinking that this is for you. Thinking that that is for you. Thinking that you're supposed to be over here trying to do this. Be over there trying to do that. And you're not. Okay? There are specific things that are for us. Period. So until you get to a place where you are figuring out who you are and really learning who you are by spending time with yourself, by tapping in with yourself, once you get to that place, then of course it's going to be easier for you to be like, okay, that's not for me, but this might be for me. That's not resonating, but this resonates. All right? I also feel like a lot of you, again, are going through just a transformation of the mind, just thinking differently and approaching situations in a different way, which is probably, why you are in this energy where now you are ready to step out on faith and go for whatever this thing is. I really feel like it's really business motivated more than anything, but a lot of you guys could also be switching careers, okay? Through your healing, through you understanding who you are, I feel like a lot of you are noticing that certain things are just not for you, including whatever jobs you've been at for however long, wherever you've been working for however long, whatever's been going on, you're starting to realize like, okay, maybe this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's time for me to try something else, or even just having the confidence to step out on faith and do something new. Yeah, look at this. Experiencing an awareness. Okay? A lot of you guys are more open to new experiences now, which is a beautiful thing. I feel like a lot of you guys before were very scared. Yeah, look at this past life. A lot of you guys before was very, very afraid to go for new things and to try new things. Okay, maybe even listening to other people's opinions on what you should be doing or what job is for you or what career is for you, or even having people that are like, don't quit that job until you find another job, or don't try to start that business until don't quit that job and start that business. Do both until you get your business off the ground, or whatever the case is. Okay, do whatever feels organic to you, right? And this is why you have to have a relationship with yourself and know who you are, because a lot of people are going to offer opinions, especially when it comes to businesses. It seems like everybody has an opinion when people want to go start a business, and a lot of it is out of fear. It's like fear mongering, because they are afraid, and because they may be living paycheck to paycheck, or because they're, working whatever job and they're scared to step out on faith. They're going to try to convince you that you need to have all of this first, and then you can go do this and do that. But everybody's journey don't look the same. I quit my job before I started my business, and Spirit lined that shit up so perfectly that everything that I needed to make sure that my business got up off the ground was provided for me, because I stepped out on faith and I trusted my intuition and I did what I needed to do. And everybody around me and my family, my mama, my daddy, my grandma, my auntie, they was all like, why you quit that job? You need to keep a 9 to 5 and do this and do that, and blah 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 blah. All of that shit they done said. And PocaSPEAKS has been in business for almost 6 years at this point. And I've never not had what I needed. Okay? So everybody's story is not the same. If it's for you to stay at your job until you build your business, then that's what it is. But let your intuition tell you that. Don't let other people speak to you and try to tell you what you need to be doing and how you need to be doing stuff. Because if it was their journey, then they would have say so. But it's not their journey, it's yours. So this is why I say having a relationship with your spirit team and with yourself is so important, because in these moments, you need to know that you're moving according to divine alignment. And the only way you'll know that is if you have an active relationship with yourself and with your spirit team. Because people are going to come with their finger pointing and with their advice and with their assumptions and all of this other shit. And you need to be able to stand 10 toes down on what your intuition is telling you. Okay? Yeah, look at this. Ordinariness. Right? A lot of you guys may be the first people in your family to start businesses. So, of course, these motherfuckers don't understand what you're talking about. Look who's at the bottom of the deck. Guidance from your spirit team. Of course, these random ass people that's been working a 9 to 5 their whole life ain't gonna understand what you're talking about. Of course, they're gonna look at you and try to fear monger you and tell you all of these things and try to make you be scared and all. Of course, half of these people ain't never did nothing but work a 9 to 5 and slave at somebody else's expense. Period. All right, you have to be willing to go against the grain when it comes to, whatever is for you. You have to be willing to go against the naysayers when it comes to the things that are for you, and move in faith. Right? Moving in faith, knowing that everything is going to work out for your highest good, as long as you are in constant relationship with yourself and with your spirit team. It's not going to work out for your highest good if you're listening to everybody around you and not yourself, not your higher self. Okay? Not the ego, but the higher self, which is always the first voice. So if you go to work today and your gut like quit, you're like, what the fuck? Why would I do that? This is what we do, right? Our intuition be like, quit that job. And then the next thoughts would be like, well, how am I pay my bills? Well, what if I get put out? Well, what if this? Well, da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. It's like, what the fuck? You said that you wanted to be aligned with whatever was for you. The next thing that happened was your intuition told you to quit that job. And then you just started giving all of these unnecessary ass reasons of why you don't think that you should quit your job. So that goes to show that you don't care about being guided by spirit. Because if you did, you would listen. And nobody is telling you not to be scared or not to have a little fear. Because that's just what it is. That's a natural emotion. That's a natural response for doing something out of your comfort zone. It's to be a little scared. It's to be a little fearful, right? That's a natural response. But that shouldn't stop you. And when you let fear stop you, then we have a problem. You being scared, you being afraid, you being a little anxious is normal. But you allowing all of these things to stop you from progressing, that's when we have an issue. Okay? You got to be okay with being secure in your intuition and following that inner voice. All right? Because it's guiding you towards what is for you. Yeah, past lives came out. Some of y'all are moving in fear because of things that you have went through in regards to money. Maybe you and finances or you and money don't have a good relationship or a good previous relationship. Some of you got, ooh, well, okay. Spirit says some of y'all just lazy. But anywho, some of you guys may have been evicted in the past. Some of you guys may come from childhood trauma where you didn't have the things that you needed. Maybe you had to walk around in the same outfits and the same shoes for years because your parents ain't have it. Maybe during Christmas time you was the kid that didn't get no gifts or whatever. Whatever your relationship with money has been in the past is causing your future relationship with money to be fucked up. Period. Okay? The past serves no purpose unless you're using the lessons from it. But repeating what you've been through over and over in your head is not going to do shit for you, but keep you from getting to that next place. All right? So some of y'all need to, this is why I say shadow work is important, because shadow work also helps you heal that relationship that you have with money. Understanding that money is just the energy. It's just a frequency like anything else. It's the same as love. It's the same. It's the same as the frequency of love. It's the same as the frequency of abundance. It's the same as the frequency of peace, whatever, prosperity. It's all the same. It's just energy, and you either attract it or you repel it. That's it. But you do that by matching that frequency. So if my mind is negative, if my thoughts are negative when it comes to the frequency of money, then I'm not putting myself on the frequency of abundance. I'm lowering my vibration, and then I'm confused when I don't get it. That doesn't make sense, right? So you have to be on that energy knowing that I deserve all of this shit. I am worth all of it. All I have to do is do the work to raise my vibration to get it. It's as simple as meeting the vibration of the thing that you want. It's that simple. And 95% of it, which is what I shared on the live yesterday, 95% of the whole process is mentality. The other 5% is work ethic. 95% of everything is your mental, because your mentality creates the reality that you experience. So if you can get a hold of this mental, everything else will effortlessly fall into place. Okay? And you also have to be making sure, again, that you're listening to your intuition, because we always say, Spirit, I need direction to do this. I need direction to do that. I need help getting out of this situation. I need help getting out of that situation. Blah, 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 blah. And then Spirit starts giving us the steps and the things that we need to do through our intuition, but we so busy paying attention to other shit that we're not even paying attention to what our higher self is saying to us about whatever that situation is. Right? Having a sense of understanding the process. When you understand that your mentality is 95% of the battle, then you can move forward in a different way and with a different energy. Okay? A lot of you guys, I just heard why the cage bird sings. Okay, that's what this reminded me of. A lot of y'all have been the cage bird, but not because somebody put you behind bars. It's because you mentally put yourself behind bars. You don't see yourself really at these levels that you claim that you want to get to. You're not visualizing yourself having these things. You don't really believe you can have these things. You're not talking like you deserve these things. Everything out your mouth is negative, or I wish, or I hope, or maybe, possibly, I don't know. That's not the energy that billionaires use. That's not the energy that millionaires have. That's not the energy that people who are making six figures have. They don't have that I hope, I wish ass mentality. They say, I know that I'm going to be successful in this, and that. I know that this is for me, and because it's for me, I'm going to divinely align with it. I know. Not I hope, I wish, I pray, maybe, sort of, kind of. Hell no. All of that is a dub. Dub all of that bullshit. Okay? If you want to move forward, you're going to have to dub it. Look at this. You can't make this shit the fuck up. P.S. I have shirts that say you can't make this shit up. Specifically for this reason. I'm going to also show y'all the new shirts that I created If you don't know the name for African Americans, I don't like saying African Americans, Black Americans is Solon or Solon, right? So I made some Solon shirts. For those who are interested, they're on the website. Just go to the merch section on my website and you'll see them. But Spirit is talking about trust. And look, postponement at the bottom of the deck. When I'm not trusting my process, when I'm not trusting myself, things will be postponed. Things are not going to come to me. Right? I'm going to start dealing with things falling apart and stress. All of this shit is happening because I'm not trusting myself. I don't believe in myself. I don't have faith in the fact that I can do these things, that I can have these things. And if you don't have that faith, if you don't have that trust, if you don't have that inner knowing, then you're not going to have what you want. It's just as simple as that. It's not going to happen. Why should it? You got to start asking yourself questions like that. Why should it happen? Why should something happen to somebody who don't even believe in it happening? Does that make sense? Okay? And a lot of that, again, comes from childhood trauma. Until you address the things from your past will always pull you back from obtaining the things that you want in your future. Period. And you'll just be on this circle of energy. Same experiences, same things happening over and over and over and over. Not going nowhere. Going nowhere fast. Okay? Again, with Neptune being in retrograde, your intuition is going to be way more heightened than it ever has been. And because it's in retrograde in Pisces at the same time as Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, Spirit is literally handing out instruction through the intuition. Period. Straight instruction. Oh, you want this? Cool. You need to go do this, and then you need to go do that, and then after you finish that, you need to go over here and do this, and then when that's over, you need to sit for a little bit, and I'll give you further instructions. Okay, a couple days have passed. Now, this is what you need to do, and then you need to go over here, and then you need to say this, and then you need to do that. Spirit is giving you play by play through your intuition. Now, your job is to listen. If you want what is on the other side of you trusting in your intuition, then you need to listen to it. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not just going to happen because you really, really want it really, really bad. Nobody's going to show up to your doorstep with everything that you want on a silver platter. It's not going to happen like that. Okay? Again, 95% of the job is your mentality. You being able to visualize what you want. You believing that you deserve those things. That you are worth those things. That you can obtain and will obtain those things. And then the other 5% is you doing what the fuck the intuition told you to do. Damn it. Okay? I feel like your spirit team is frustrated because I'm getting a sense of frustration. Like, I just want to be like, ugh. Like, you're just not listening. You keep asking for direction and asking for direction and asking for direction. And then you get the direction and you don't do nothing with it. It's like, what the fuck was the point? And then you want to sit and complain, oh, I just can't do this. And this just don't work for me. And then you want to complain about it and why. Okay? A lot of you guys need to tap into strength. This is representing Leo season. Leo season, I feel like, is going to be very pivotal for a lot of people, depending on how you tap in. Now, this is the thing. When we had this damn Lionsgate portal, half of all y'all fake-ass spiritualists is going to come out the gate and try to act like you've been spiritual the whole year just so that you can try to manifest under this Lionsgate portal. And guess what's going to happen? Not a goddamn thing. Because Spirit is sick of y'all trying to pimp them the fuck out. You don't do nothing spiritual. You don't tap in with no spirit teams. You don't do nothing that you're supposed to do until you feel like there's a portal or there's something that's happening that is big, astrologically. And then now all of a sudden everybody's spiritual again. Now all of a sudden everybody throwing around cinnamon and pulling out candles and doing all of this witchcraft and shit. And no, witchcraft is not a bad thing. But now everybody is on the bandwagon. This is why y'all don't get shit. Because y'all been pimping out y'all spirit team. Okay? They not no hoes. Stop treating them like hoes. If you're not going to be consistent the other 364 days of the goddamn year, leave that shit alone. Because it's not going to work for you regardless. Your spirit team is not there for you only when you need them. That's fucked up. Or when you really, really need something. Or when you want some money. Or when your bills is low. Or when you can't pay shit. That's why y'all don't be receiving nothing. And y'all don't like to hear that shit. But it's the fucking truth. Whether you like it or not, your ass ain't gonna get nothing. You don't deserve it. You're not putting in no motherfucking work. And then when it's a certain portal or a certain day or full moon or some shit that's going on astrologically, now all of a sudden everybody is gung-ho. The number one spiritualist in America. Hell no. Spirit don't want to hear that bullshit. Alright? I'm hearing that part from that song. Act like you know, act like you know, act like you know, act like you know. We got the Six of Swords. I feel like another reason why a lot of y'all money is funny right now is because you keep on spending it on shit that you're not supposed to or on people you're not supposed to. That's why Spirit is not giving you no more nothing for right now. Because you got the wrong people in your space. Everything that you get, you feel like you got to share with every goddamn body. Or use it to take care of every goddamn body. It's Spirit like, I'm just going to, I'm going to dry this thing on up. I'm going to dry it on up. Yeah, look at this. Lovers at the bottom. It was in reverse. Okay? Some of y'all giving to these relationships. Look, 5 of Wands. Investing into chaos is what Spirit just said. Golly. Investing into chaos. You putting money into some bullshit. You investing into some nut shit, Patch. And Spirit is like, I'm not going to be the one that keep giving you things for you to give it to them. Or waste it on this bullshit. Some of y'all are more focused with your appearance than you are your home life. Spending money on outfits and weaves and wigs and eyelashes and shit. And your heart is fucked up. And you got trauma that you ain't dealt with. And your past life is coming to bite you in the ass. But you cute. You know what I'm saying? But your hair done. I guess that counts for something, huh? Okay, it's not making no sense. Spirit said make it make sense. Okay, I just heard your spirit team is instilling boundaries. They putting up their boundaries with you. They didn't put up their own damn boundaries. You not gonna pimp me. You not gonna manipulate me. Is what they saying. You not gonna keep playing me. Hell no. And your boundaries are not intact. So why would I keep giving you something and you haven't even established good boundaries? Or you don't know who you are. Or you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. Or you're not properly investing the things that you're getting. Why should I go out my way to fight in the background of things so that you can have the things that you want, all for you to waste it? And waste all of the time and energy that your spirit team done put in to make this happen for you. You done wasted it in 2 seconds. Because our spirit team is actively working behind the scenes to help us connect with the things that are for us. We have a part to do. They have a part to do. They're doing their part. I'm hearing they have done their part. Their part is complete, is what I'm hearing for a lot of y'all. They waiting for a lot of y'all to move and do your part. Your part may be cutting these motherfuckers off. Your part may be healing from this specific trauma. Your part may be stepping out on faith and leaving that job or leaving that home or moving out of state. Some of y'all will never make money in the state that you're in. Some of y'all can never have success in the state that you're in. Simple. And you can slice it and dice it however you want. But it's not going to happen. Until you get out of certain environments, certain things that you want just will not happen for you. It just is what it is. Because the environment has to be conducive to whatever it is that's coming in for it, to that environment. If the environment cannot support what's coming in, then spirit is not going to grant you access to that. Again, they did all this work in the background just for you to waste it, just for you to bring it into a toxic ass environment. It's like if somebody was to make you a beautiful blanket, right? They made you this beautiful hand woven blanket, and it took them, let's say it took them 6 months to make this, and they put all their time and energy into it, and it's beautiful and it's warm and it's everything that you need a blanket to be, right? But then your home, your bedroom, where that blanket is going to go, you got all these types of nasty ass things in there and all of this shit, and you bring that beautiful blanket into that environment. How long you think that blanket is going to stay beautiful? Not very long, because the environment is toxic, and eventually the toxic environment is going to consume that beautiful new thing that you have. That's what y'all life look like. You got this toxic ass environment, this dirty ass environment where you got all these people running in and out, all these energies all up in it, all this chaos, all this bullshit going on, and you want spirit to give you what they've been working so hard on for you. You want them to give it to you so that all of that work can go to waste? Because you can't cut nobody off, and because you can't clean up around yourself, around your environment? Come on now. That's crazy as hell. It's not going to work like that. And this is the reason why a lot of y'all are not getting the things that you want and the things that you've asked for. Yeah. You're not going to have this financial stability until you do the things that are necessary. There is a method to the madness, and a lot of y'all keep trying to find cheat codes. Ain't no cheat codes to this. Ain't no cheat code. You can't go around it. They used to sing a song at my grandma's church that said, God got a way. You can't go over. You can't go under. You can't go around. You must come in at the door. It means you got to go through the shit. It's no way around it. It's no way to get up over it. It's no way for the shit to be finessed. You got to go through it. Whatever is needed, you just got to do whatever is needed. Whatever, it takes for you to get it is whatever it takes for you to get it. It is what it is. There's no way that you can try to do your own thing. And a lot of you guys are trying to apply old remedies to new situations. It's not going to work. The way that you got out of financial bondage in 2011 is not going to be the way that you get out of it in 2024. The energy is different. I keep telling y'all, we have shifted timelines. We're no longer in the illusion of Pisces. That's why the first card out was Beyond Illusion. We're no longer in the illusion phase. We not there no more. Where shit is just an illusion, and you can just see it how you want, and it's just gonna be no. We're in the age of Aquarius, which means facts over feelings. Age of Aquarius is all about information, factual information, and technology. Those are going to be your two best friends. I keep telling y'all, technology is very important this year, and information is very important. Period. Whether you're using technology to learn, because right now, all of the things that you need to know, if there is something that you need to learn, you can learn it for free. YouTube University has blessed us all. Do you understand? And millennials, we was the first partakers of YouTube University. We have been in YouTube University since it was a YouTube. Period. Okay? So anybody can go in there and you can type in whatever you need. How do you do this? How do you do that? Classes on this. Lessons on this. Lectures on this. And you can sit there and learn. But it's all about you getting out of your comfort zone and doing what is required. Not doing what you want to do. And doing it the way that you want to do it. It's not going to happen that way. And this is why most of y'all are walking away with nothing. Empty-handed. Period. Okay? I see for some of you guys, you're going to be moving into like the city. I'm saying the city background or the skyline. I think that's what they call it. Some of you guys need to move out of the city, and some of you guys will be moving into the city. It depends on who you are and how that resonates for you. Okay. Something is really something big here with moving out of your hometown. I feel like a lot of you guys have been in this particular area for way too long, and the energy is just too stagnant. It's nothing is going to move for you in this space, because what you are supposed to be doing and what your gift is, it's not for that specific space. And that's why things are not moving the way that you want it to. This is why people can take a leap of faith and move to a whole nother state or city or country with a couple dollars in their pocket and hit big. Because the energy that they were in was just not made for who they are and what they're supposed to be doing with their life. It's location and environment is so important. It is so important. And this can even be just moving out of the home that you're in to another city or to another home. For some of you, you may be living with family or something, or just in a toxic environment, period. And it's just not conducive for what you're trying to do and who you are. But the reason why you're still there is because you don't know yourself for real. Because if you knew yourself for real, you would know that that city or that state or that environment is not for you. This is why I said shadow work is half the battle. Because when you do your shadow work, you learn who you are. And when you know who you are, you know what is for you and what is not for you. You know what energy is conducive and what energies are not conducive. Period. But if I don't know who I am, if I'm just out here winging it, just doing anything and still traumatized, of course I'm going to stay in environments that are not for me, that drain me. A lot of these cities are cursed. Okay, I'm even hearing these small, like rural country towns. Some of y'all live in like small cities, small towns. Like your hometown might be like real small, like everybody know each other type of shit, or like in the middle of nowhere type of shit, or like deep in the south type of thing. Okay, it's just not going to work for you, babe. I'm hearing that just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Could the midnight train going anywhere? You're going to have to move. This is confirmation for some of y'all. Now, I said on a live, I don't know if it was on TikTok or on here, I told y'all to pack a little box and put it by your front door if you want to move. Get you a box, put you a towel in it, a wash rag or a washcloth, whatever you call it, a toothbrush, a pot, and it was one other thing that Spirit said I can't remember right now. Maybe to come back to me in a second. But to put all of that in a bag and literally box it up, tape it up, and put it by your front door. All right? Sometimes you got to show Spirit that you're ready for them to go ahead and send you the next step, or to make the next experience available to you, or to unlock that next door. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. A lot of y'all are in a stagnant energy. Ace of Wands. 2 of Wands. Look at this. Spirit is giving you what to do, but y'all need to make the damn decision to do it. You already know what you're supposed to do. I feel like I'm talking to people who already know what the hell they're supposed to do. Y'all not dumb. Y'all not idiots. Y'all not slow. Y'all not stupid. You just lazy or comfortable being uncomfortable. Sometimes we get comfortable being in uncomfortable situations. And because of that, we stay stagnant. We don't move. We don't get the things that we want. We don't get connected to the things that are for us. Let's get one more card, and then we're going to get some confirmation. I'm hearing Nevada. I'm hearing Vegas, specifically. New York, Chicago, Florida, Houston, or the Texas area, period, Dallas, Austin, South Carolina, Wyoming, Delaware, Wilmington specifically. I'm hearing Fort Lauderdale, Florida specifically. Miami, Cincinnati. Okay? I don't know. Take what resonates. We got the Nine of Wands coming out. Okay? This is significant change, specifically in the way that y'all speak. I feel like the way that y'all, yeah, look at this. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and the Moon card, and the Tower. Come on, Spirit. And the Five of Swords. Good God Almighty. The way that y'all talking is another part that's fucking y'all up. Y'all don't have good language when it comes to yourself and your future. You don't talk as positively as you should when it comes to yourself and your future. And a lot of it may even be subconscious. This is why healing is so important, and doing your shadow work is so important, because when you're not paying attention, or when you're not aware of your subconscious thoughts, or the things that you're saying subconsciously, meaning you're just saying it and you don't even realize that you done just said some negative ass shit, it is taking a toll on your path. It is affecting your path. It is affecting the way that you're able to connect with your future. A big part of this is your subconscious. A huge part of it is your subconscious. Let me say it like that. The language that you use in regards to yourself and your future is very, very important. And a lot of y'all don't talk good when it comes to your future, or when it comes to your ability to do things, or when it comes to yourself. Y'all don't talk very well. Y'all have a very nasty way of communicating with yourself, or communicating about yourself. I told y'all on a live yesterday, if your future could hear how you talk about it, do you think it would want to come to you? If your future could see the environment that you living in, and how you talk, and how you walk, and how you be, do you think it would want to have anything to do with your ass? Think of your future as the bougie version of you, who don't do the nasty, don't do the clutter, don't do the mess. Do you think they would want to be around you? Hell no. Ew. Roaches. Rats. Bugs. Because energetically, that's what y'all space look like, a trap house. You were energetically in a trap house. Talking about, yeah, I want to have a mansion. What mansion? A haunted house? Because that's the closest to a mansion you're going to get with this energy. Period. All right, let's get some confirmation cards. Again, for those who want a personalized breakdown of their horoscope for the next 7 days, the next 2 weeks, or the next month, feel free to go to my website and book accordingly. It is under the astrology services on my website. There is payment plans at checkout. If the payment plan option does not work for you, feel free to shoot me a message, whether it's a DM, email. There's a contact form on my website, and we can figure out something that works for you. But yeah, y'all need to start tapping in with astrology. I'm trying to tell you, the most successful people use astrology. People who really are successful, they understand the role that the stars and the planets play in their personal lives. Now, with all this shit going on in the cosmos, you better have some understanding. Whether it's through me or whatever, you better start looking into it. All right? If you don't have your birth chart, I can pull that for you as well. All right, let's get some confirmation for this reading for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. One card at a time. We got Soul Tribe, okay? So some of you guys could be meeting some new people that may help you with this, or Spirit could be sending some people to you that can help you with this, all right? I also feel like a lot of you guys may be being introduced to a spiritual community, or just finding people who are like-minded or on the same page, okay? This also is an energetic thing, right? When you are in the energy where you are ready to have these people around, then they will come. Meaning you have to be secure in yourself first. Spirit is not going to send you people or send you a soul tribe or send you, outside sources if you're not secure in yourself, right? Because if you're not secure in yourself, that means that you'll just go with anything and do anything. Period. Right? You got to know who you are. Everyone in a soul tribe has an individual purpose, and when they come together, they use all of their individual purposes and individual gifts to help people collectively, or to be a collective. So if you're not an individual, how can you be with all of these people who have found themselves? You got to be of the same energy. All right? You attract people based on where you are energetically, based on the vibration that you carry energetically. 333, you could be seeing 333 a lot, or 33, but this is signifying expansion and universal support. Specifically, I'm seeing this as universal support, right? Your spirit team is here for you. They have your back. They have your best interest at heart, but you need to start moving based on what they're telling you to do. Stop thinking that you know it all. Stop thinking that it's your way or the highway. Those type of mentalities are for those people who don't want to move and don't want to progress. If Spirit may even be sending you random people to give you some type of insight or to help you or to give you something that you may need. It doesn't necessarily have to be people that you already know, right? It may not even be your direct spirit team. Maybe, again, they'll send somebody outside of them, right, in this physical realm to pass you on a message. But are you listening? Are you in a receptive energy? Or are you paying attention to the person? Right? Are you paying attention to the message or the messenger? Is what my grandmama used to say. Which one? Which one is the most important? Let's see. Woo. We got 222. A lot of you guys could be seeing that. 222 or 22. I feel like specifically Spirit is talking about the dreams. Dreams are very, very, very vivid right now because Neptune is in retrograde, okay? And it's retrograde in Pisces. Pisces is a sign of dreams or the spiritual realm, all right? So when I tell y'all to write them dreams down, you better be listening, because a lot of the answers that you need could be being sent to you in the dream state, because that's when your ass is the most aligned or the most in the position to really listen and pay attention. Spirit may not be able to get your attention throughout the day because you running around doing everything and around everybody. But when you're in your dream state, you are still. So they're sending you a lot of messages through your dream state. Are you paying attention to them? If you're not writing your dreams down, then of course you're not going to know what the fuck is going on. And I tell you all the time, whatever you remember, write that down. Stop trying to remember the whole goddamn dream. It's not about remembering the whole dream. You're never going to remember the whole dream. It's just not going to happen. It's not possible. We dream way too long and way too much to remember every single freaking detail. It's not about that. Whatever your mind retains, meaning whatever you can remember when you wake up, that's what needs to be written down. I don't care if it's a color, a date, a name, a place, a location, an experience. I don't care what it is. Write that shit down. And don't try to make sense of it in the moment. Write it down and walk away from it for a couple days. I usually give it 72 hours, 3 days to a week. And then I'll go back and reread it just to see if it makes sense. And if it still don't make sense, then I'll give it another 3 days to a week. And then I'll go back again. Right? Everything is not meant to be deciphered right there in a moment. Y'all be moving too fast and trying to do too much. Let things run their course. Go with the flow. If it's not coming to you, it's because it's not supposed to yet. If it don't make sense to you right now, it's because it's not supposed to make sense yet. Whatever is going to make it make sense hasn't happened yet. All right? Our spirit team gives us a lot of stuff in advance. We got full moon, okay? The full moon always represents releasing, all right? Releasing the things that no longer serve you. Letting go of the things that no longer serve you. 1111 at the bottom of the deck, talking about creating your reality. So before you can create your reality, you have to release the things that no longer serve you. And a lot of y'all don't want to release the trash in your life because for some reason you think that trash has value. And that's why you can't attract things of actual value, because you done put the wrong price tag on shit. It's like going into Louis Vuitton and they put 99 cents on all of the products, but then the trash can in the corner, they put a price tag for $1,000. That shit don't make sense, do it? That's what y'all doing in y'all life, though. The shit that has actual value, you done put it down here. And the shit that don't have no value at all, for some reason, is up here. That's a you problem. And you got to go back to the drawing board and figure out where you got your values misconstrued, where you got your shit mixed up at. All right? Let's get a few more. Again, go back and watch that astrology breakdown for the week. That's going to really give you some insight into the energies that could possibly affect you and the things that you can use to your benefit. All right? Cool head. Calm the hell down. One of the biggest reasons why we don't get the things that we want is because we moving around with anxious ass energy. We moving around afraid and scared and running and panicking. Calm down. You got your whole life to get this shit done. Why are you rushing? Why are you, in a panic? It's not going to happen overnight, because it's not supposed to happen overnight. So now that you know that, calm down. Go with the flow. Let things happen in the natural order that they're supposed to happen in. Because when you let things go the way that they're supposed to go, it goes right. You benefit. You get something from it. But when you get to being anxious and you get to pressing the gas too far, too fast, now you all over the place. Now you missing the exits that you were supposed to take. Now you running into traffic. Or driving yourself off the road because you done lost control of the motherfucker. Slow down. Chill out. Calm down. Breathe. Okay? Don't stress yourself and don't be in this constant state of worry. Nothing comes to a person in a constant state of worry but more things to be worried about. What are you waiting for? Stop being lazy. Stop procrastinating. Stop wasting time. Get it done. Step up to the motherfucking plate and bat that bitch out the park. Period. A lot of y'all are doing things backwards as well, is what Spirit just said. Like you're moving backwards. Like you're worried about the money first instead of worried about who you are. That's why things are not working. Or you're so focused on the money that you're not worried about the plan. So things are falling through. Right? Putting the horse before the cart. Let's see. Patience is definitely going to be very important as well. We got Baba Shango coming out. All right. I feel in this sense, Shango is representing justice. Getting what is due to you. Look at Neptune at the bottom of the deck. I told you Neptune is very important right now. But justice. A lot of you will receive the justice, meaning things that are owed to you, you can get them, you can have them, and you will get them and have them. But only if you do what you're supposed to do. It's not going to happen if you're sitting around being lazy or procrastinating or doubting yourself or not listening to your intuition. It's just not going to happen that way. Justice is due to you, meaning the things that are for you are still for you. They still can come to you. You still can attract those things, right? But it takes you doing what is required. All right? Jupiter plays a huge role in this. I told y'all Jupiter is in Gemini until next June, right? So social environments are going to be very, very important, or relationships, connections with people are going to be very important. Social media is going to play a huge role, or just technology in general. Using all of those things to your advantage. Stop being scary, or stop letting you being scary stop you from doing it. You can be scary and still do it. Trust me. I do it all the time. I be scared as shit. Not even scared. I just be, anxious or worried or like, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to go right, blah, 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 blah. But I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it. Whether I cry the whole time, complain the whole time, be scared the whole time, it don't matter. It's going to get done. because I know what happens when I ignore my intuition. Spirit has given me certain things to do in the past, and I didn't do it, or I bullshit, or I procrastinated. And then a week later, 2 weeks later, a month later, a couple days later, even in some situations, somebody else pops up and do it. And then they have all this success. I'm like, damn, Spirit told me to do that a couple weeks ago. Spirit told me to record a video and say that same thing a couple weeks ago. Well, I was sitting here thinking about doing that just a couple days ago. Ain't nobody gonna wait for you. If it's something that needs to be done, it's gonna happen. Whether it comes through you or through a stranger, it's gonna happen. All right? Hibernation season, okay? This is a time for you to rest and reflect and rejuvenate your energy. A lot of y'all need to go into hermit mode. You just need to. You need to stop talking to certain people. You need to just go in the cut. Is how we say here. Go in the cut. Okay? People don't need to see you all the time, talk to you all the time, know what you're doing 24/7. Go in the goddamn cut. Disappear for a little bit. And get some shit done. And then when you reemerge, all of the things that you were working on are going to come into fruition. Period. All the things that you want are going to happen for you. All right, let's get one more. And then I'm off this bitch. I'm going to go walk today. It's hot, so I don't know how long I'm going to be out there, but I'm going to go walk. I'm going to go walking. We got mommy issues coming out. Again, I feel like a lot of this has to do with your past relationship and experiences. A lot of y'all are just scared because of the things that you have experienced as a child. Maybe you didn't have what you needed. You know, maybe money was funny. You know, maybe you was the kid that got picked on for whatever because you didn't have certain things. Well, I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't know your business. You know your business. Whatever it is. Okay? I feel like a lot of you guys, you know, are living your life based on what you're running from instead of living your life based on what you want, based on who you've become and who you're developing into. And until you make that distinction, until you figure that out, until you sort that shit out, you're going to be in this constant mode of survival instead of living and creating, which is a whole different energy. Surviving things and being in the energy where you have to survive, that's not really a conducive energy. That's not really a productive type of energy, right? But being in the energy where you are living and you're creating, whole different frequency. All right? So love and light, hopefully these messages resonated. Again, if you are interested in any personals, all of my information is going across the bottom of the screen. I probably won't get on TikTok live tonight because I'm about to go walking. If I do, it'll probably be while I'm walking. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll be back on here tomorrow, of course. And yeah, we'll just be going with the flow for the rest of the week. Also, make sure that you tap in either on Facebook or Twitter, because I've been doing daily horoscopes on there. Of course, if you want your own personalized horoscopes, you can go book that on the website as well. All right. Light and love to everybody, and I will see y'all either tonight or tomorrow. I don't know, but yeah. Peace.